A world free of cardiovascular disease. That bold vision is the ambitious goal of the Lillehei Heart Institute at the University of Minnesota. Our goal includes using the depth of our innovation to say yes to patients facing unique conditions and circumstances, where others might say no. The numbers are astonishing. Half of all deaths in the United States are from heart disease. The faces of heart disease are highly diverse and encompass every age and race. Heart disease kills more women than any other type of disease. Rarely do we hear their stories or learn of their unique struggles. For this young, apparently healthy woman, the last thing she expected to deal with in her third trimester of pregnancy was heart disease.
I was home alone one afternoon. I was 33 weeks pregnant, and I was on the phone, and kind of out of nowhere, I got these horrible, horrible chest pains like I've never felt in my life. It dropped me to my knees. Couldn't see, I was just sweating bullets. It was just horrible, and I was kind of blacking out a little bit. I better call an ambulance while I can still see, in case I can't, because I didn't really know what was going on. I'd never felt anything like that before.
The ambulance rushed Robin to the local hospital where, instead of getting appropriate treatment, the doctors told her she had
indigestion. So I was given lots of antacids and things, waiting for it to go away, and the pain just got worse and worse. And then he thought maybe I was having a panic attack or some sort of anxiety, and if I just waited out, it would be fine. And at that time, the pain was so bad, it had caused me to start having contractions, which was not good because, the baby would have been pretty premature.
Because her first child was born prematurely, Robin had always planned on having her baby at St. Mary's Hospital in Duluth. Now facing an unexpected crisis, Robin was airlifted to St. Mary's, where physicians ordered a precautionary ultrasound on her heart. The ultrasound technician left the room after only 2 minutes. Then the doctor returned to deliver the shocking news.
The doctor came in and told me what they'd found, and that it was very, very serious, and that I had to get on a helicopter immediately to save my life and my baby's life, and our chances for either one of us were not very good. And that they do do that operation on hearts in Duluth, and they do take care of babies, but she thought with the combination of both and how serious my condition was, the best place for me was to be at the U of M.
Once again, after it was determined that Duluth could not provide the necessary expertise, and the breadth of the University of Minnesota's experience was the only option, Robin found herself in a helicopter. But this time, she was on her way to the University of Minnesota, and the stakes were even higher. Her own life and the life of her baby were imperiled by a dissected aorta, the major artery that sends blood to the body. The condition is nearly always fatal. Not only was the pain unbearable, but the prognosis was grim.
The ride down there, I remember just laying there with my eyes closed the whole time, thinking, all I have to do is make it there. And once I get there, they'll take care of me. All I have to do is make it there.
A multidisciplinary team of physicians, nurses, and technicians were waiting for Robin when she arrived at the University of Minnesota. They had no time to lose.
There was people everywhere working on me and checking on me and explaining what they were going to do or what procedures needed to be done. And I felt a lot of relief that I knew that the baby was going to be fine. That, they were going to take care of her immediately, and there was a NICU, a really great NICU, and she would be fine. So I felt a lot better about that. I was still terrified about myself, but I was just happy that I made it there, because I just kind of kept telling myself that I did my part. I stayed alive to get here, and I trusted them. They told me everything they were going to do and that they were going to take care of the baby first, and as soon as she was out, everybody was in the operating room at the same time. There was no taking turns. As soon as she was out, they started the bypass and started working on me.
After 8 hours of intensive heart surgery, Robin woke up thinking not of herself, but about her baby.
They told me that as soon as Avery was born, that the NICU team would be taking her over to Amplats Children's Hospital, and that once she was there, they would set up a monitor for me to have in my room, I could watch her on live video 24/7. So she was on a little TV next to my bed where I could talk to the nurses too. They could hear me, I could hear them.
Robin's life and the life of her baby girl had been hanging in the balance, but the specialized, innovative treatment delivered by the surgical and medical teams at the Lillehei Heart Institute at the University of Minnesota gave Robin more than just expert care. It gave her and her family a sense of trust and hope.
When I found out in Duluth that I was going to be sent to the U of M, I felt confident in that part of it because I'd heard so many great things about the U of M. Never having met them until I got there that night, everybody was so wonderful and so friendly and so comforting in any way they could be.
It's true. Personal attention and dedication at the Lillehei Heart Institute inspires trust and hope. Trust in the ability of highly trained medical personnel to gently hold your life in their hands, and hope that they can somehow perform miracles.
I guess I just can't thank the doctors that took care of me enough for what they did. If it wasn't for them, Avery wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here, and my girls wouldn't have a mom. Everything could have been so different. I could have had a 5-year-old with no mom. And instead, I'm alive to take care of my 2 girls. And that's all I ever wanted, was to be a mom, and be able to take care of my kids. And they gave me that.